Good morning dear students, Dipali ma'am here. Today I am starting with lesson number 2, that is food. First of all, what is food? Food is the thing which provides us with lot of energy and it also protects us from different types of diseases. It gives us energy and nourishment to the body. It helps to keep us fit and healthy and it is required by all types of living beings on the earth. Sources of food, which is plants and animals on the earth. We get the food from plants as well as animals. Plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And in the plants, the food is stored. Where is the storage of the food in the plants? It may be in the leaves, maybe in the stem or roots, flowers or seeds. In any part of the plant, the food is stored. Example I have written, for example, leaf stored food is spinach. Stem stored food is sugarcane. Then ladyfinger, seeds form is mustard seeds, cauliflower in the form of flower. From animals we get the food in the form of milk, eggs and meat. Now we come on the components of food. We have studied in our previous classes, components of food are carbohydrates and fats. Then comes the proteins, vitamins and minerals, then roughage, and then is water. Water is of course not the component of food, but it is very much required by our body. Carbohydrates and fats, they are the energy giving food which provide us with lot of energy to do our daily routine. Proteins are the body building food which help our organs to develop properly. Vitamins and minerals, they are the protective food which help our body to be protected from different types of diseases as we are exposed to the environment every time. Roughage of course is very important part of the food, component of food which is required by the body. It may be called as fibers which helps us to throw out the waste product from the body. Without roughage, our stomach will be like a dustbin which will have all waste product and we cannot throw it out. So roughage is very much required in all types of food. Water, of course, it is present in many types of food and we should be hydrated by drinking lots of water. Then comes another topic. Here examples also I have written about different types of foods, where components of food, potato, rice, in which fats and carbohydrates are present, sugar is there, butter is there, soya bean, of course, so many proteins are present, gooseberry, which we also call as amla. Amla contains lots and lots of vitamin C. Fruits and vegetables, skin of many eatable fruits is a form of roughage. Then we come on the vitamins. There are different types of vitamins present. I will send you the picture of this. You have to draw the flowchart of this different types of vitamins from. Vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. Vitamin A deficiency causes the disease called night blindness. Vitamin A is present in different types of foods. For example, yellow vegetables, butter, ghee, milk and all. Vitamin B deficiency causes the disease called beriberi. Vitamin B is present in wheat, rice and many fermented foods. For example, dosa and idli. Vitamin C deficiency causes the disease called scurvy. Scurvy happens in the teeth, means problem in the teeth area or the gums area. Vitamin C is present in the citrus foods. For example, lemon and orange. Then comes vitamin D. Deficiency of vitamin D causes the disease called rickets. Vitamin D is present in many of the milk products as well as, and it is also present naturally in the sunlight. Vitamin E. Deficiency causes sterility, means weakening of the bones. So we have to eat lot of vitamin E so that our bones are strong and they don't break. Vitamin E is present in green vegetables and very much in tomatoes. Vitamin K. Vitamin K deficiency causes prolonged bleeding. Means if sometimes we get hurt, then the blood comes out, but after some time the blood is stopped. But if the blood is not stopping, if we have got a scar or a hurt, that is called as prolonged bleeding. Means continuous blood is coming out non-stop. So this happens when there is deficiency of vitamin K. Vitamin K is present in all types of green leafy vegetables. Now there are minerals also. Minerals are the important things which are very much required by our body, but in very small quantity. They help for the proper growth and maintenance of the body. Different examples of vitamins are calcium, phosphorus, iron and iodine. Calcium is calcium deficiency causes bones related disease. Phosphorus deficiency causes bones and teeth problems. Iron deficiency means there will be no hemoglobin in our body, and iodine deficiency causes the disease called goiter. Calcium is present in many milk products as well as green vegetables. Phosphorus is present in milk as well as fish and meat. Iron is present of course in green leafy vegetables as well as fruits and jaggery, which is called as gur. Iodine is present in the seafood and the iodized salt. You can check at home your salt packet, there must be written iodized salt, means it is iodine present. Bones related, bones may become weak or they may break very frequently. Teeth problem as well as bones problem means again teeth and bones can break very fast if we get a minute hurt. Hemoglobin deficiency causes problem in the blood. Goiter means there is swelling in the neck area. These all some diseases we have discussed in previous class also. Now these are all the things which are present in the food. Now what to eat and how to eat. What to eat? Balanced diet. If you remember, we had drawn a food pyramid. Balanced diet is to be eaten. Now what is a balanced diet? It is a diet which contains all important nutrients or components of food but in proper quantity. In required quantity, if you remember the food chart or the food pyramid we had done. All food components in the required amount means fats and carbohydrates in little amount, proteins in little amount, vitamins and minerals in more little amount, means there should be proper percentage of the food maintained. So that is called a balanced diet. It also protects us from different types of infections. Energy obtained from the food is also used for our metabolic activities. Now what are metabolic activities? They are, for example, internal activities such as respiration, means breathing, which is not controlled by us but it is happening inside our body. Blood circulation, digestion of food, excretion of the waste product. These are all the metabolic activities which are helpful by the balanced diet. If we eat the balanced diet, then only these metabolic activities are able to function properly. Food is required to provide energy for doing work, and nutrients are very essential, and they repair the tissues and are helpful in reproduction. So there is protection against the disease by eating the balanced diet. Nowadays it is very essential. You should eat balanced diet and maintain proper hygiene, and you should be well hydrated and maintain your immunity power. As more is the immunity power with the balanced diet, more will be you healthy and strong. So stay hydrated, be healthy, be safe. Thank you, students.